I know you can get emotional. This was Dak's first home game since the injury. What kind of emotions did you have running through?
I think we all remember that picture when he finally got up on that cart and kind of looked up, and boy, that almost that little boy look of sadness and wonderment, and maybe even a slight bit of fear about what's ahead, and just breaks your heart to think that he had that feeling. But then to turn around there last night and step out before that crowd, and I actually believe he's playing better than he was before his injury.
Yeah. Jerry, he looks like he's just like in total control. I know it's judging it as a fan, but it looks like he knows exactly where to go. People are commenting his mechanics look as good as ever. The zing is there on the ball. We know how he commands the team. It just looks like, he is in total control out there.
Another guy that is right there when it comes to what's inside that you can't see. That heart, that competitiveness, that will, Michael Irvin. And Michael Irvin had a horrendous injury his second year. And he has told me and others many times that was a turning point with the era up in his career, because he saw how much it meant to him. He knew what it would mean not to have it, and he felt it. And he rehabbed better than anybody that was around him had ever seen or heard of. And he'll tell you today that it was a really elevation in his career. He just thought he had worked and tried before that. And now, I'm not saying that that's the same situation, but Dak has always gotten better. He gets better every film session or every a meeting. He takes it to the practice field. He gets better there. I really believe I can say that he's gotten better every time he walks out there.
Jerry Jones here on Shan and RJ after the 41-21 home opening win against the Eagles, brought to you by Ford. Let's talk about Diggs on the other side. We thought we saw signs of it in Oxnard when we were out there with you, the way he was the only one who could kind of stick with Lamb in all your practice sessions. Talk about the leap that it looks like he's made, Jerry, and he was just locking up the Heisman Trophy winner. He looked like he knew what plays the Eagles were running out there. Talk about the night and the development of Diggs.
Well, he has outstanding instincts, football instincts, and of course he's a little brother. Stephon Diggs is his brother, and really has a receiver mentality when it comes to the ball. You hear coaches, you hear all the time, guys, when the ball's in the air, that's just as much your ball as it is the potential offensive player, receiver, or back. Go for the ball. Make the play on the ball. Own it. Call it your own. All of that. Well, Diggs is just absolutely, I joked last night, he's a receiver faking it as a D-back. He sees that ball. He knows, got a sense of where it's coming, just like the receiver. And those have been obviously as good interceptions as I've ever seen, these last two, and that he's made. One against, of course, the Chargers, and another one last night. So he's got the good news is he's so talented that he has real potential to expand, get better. We all know that those corners do, with experience, just become better. They understand the game. They understand the people they're playing better. Break on the ball, if you will, all of those kinds of things. So, boy, I'm so excited about having him and 4 or 5 others, really more than that, over on that defensive side of the ball. We're a fresh team. We're a young team, third youngest in the NFL. But we're also a fresh team. We've got a lot of guys that have played in the league 3 or 4 or 5 years that have joined us over the last 2 years. And they've got it's a fresh feeling. It's almost like rookies out there playing, although they've had some experience even with other teams. I'm talking about our free agents.
Jerry Micah was fantastic again. Just third start in the NFL, and all of a sudden he's moving positions already. What is the plan for him moving forward? At what spot? Because, I mean, he is doing great work at the defensive end spot.
Well, can you imagine when he's had the reps, he's had the experiences, it's like a young child. You just are soaking it up. Everything is soaking up and going in your memory bank. And, of course, he's doing that, and he's like a sponge. And he just really picks it up and then has those gifts that can take it to action. I call it hand-eye, but it's not that. It's hand-feet. It's hand-legs. It's hand everything. Eye-legs or whatever. But the point is that he's a outstanding person. He's as pure as mother's milk. He just basically steps out there and gives you everything he's got, and nature gave him some skills, and boy, does he know how to use it.
What was y'all's plan for him, not moving forward, but last night, Jerry? We haven't gotten the snap breakdown in terms of positions. We saw him a lot at end. We saw him running down Hurts, sideline to sideline, showing off the elite speed. How did you guys want to utilize him last night?
Well, I heard you mention snap count, and he's in phenomenal shape. He has phenomenal endurance, and I'm not seeing the 40th play that he's in there any depreciation from the second play or the third play.
Yeah.
And so he's got that gift of energy. Some have it. And so I'm not seeing, I think, you say, well, don't you think if you are trying to do so many things, play so many positions that you that don't have the time or put in the emphasis on any one, good at all, but not great at any. I'm not seeing that because at the end of the day, it's go get the ball. And boy, does he do that.
Jerry Jones right here, brought to you by Ford, built for Texas, built for you. We do have one concern we got to ask you about, Jerry, and it came up first in the Charger game, and then at the end of the first half last night, we were screaming for McCarthy to burn one or both of the timeouts, and we're a little worried that the clock management thing may become a bigger issue or consistent issue down the road. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I don't know if I had the opportunity to watch all the games Sunday, and it was a great day to see all the other teams. And this is not a good solution, but I didn't see other teams other teams have issues with clock management. That's part of the game.
Yeah.
And so let's cut things some slack and realize that if you do enough plays, we were critical of Garrett when he was here, and don't you think that goes with the territory?
Yes, I would just like to see it.
That's my point.
Yeah,
I know firsthand Mike's capabilities and have know how he approaches it, the logic that he uses, and I'm not a bit concerned about his ability to manage a tight situation. Is he going to have some things he can second guess? You bet they are. They wouldn't have a decision-making time.